Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match preview. Everton versus Manchester United at Goodison Park in a game that sort of just has been sort of forgotten about in a way, because obviously coming off the back of the Burnley game. But I suppose we've got to get ourselves up for it, haven't we? Because there's still 9 games to go.
We are not dead yet.
We're not quite dead yet. We're nearly dead. We're just hanging on. But 12:30 kickoff and an opportunity to go up against a Manchester United team that, yes, they are competing for the top 4. Appreciate that, but also just look a little bit like, if you try a little bit, they might just fall to bits. They don't look the most creative side in the world. Have had no real striker recently. I know, listen, they've got a top player playing for them, but yeah, I'm just trying to make as positive as possible. I don't know how. I'm not doing a very good job of it, but it's Man United at home, isn't it?
That's what the fixture is, yeah. It is Man United at home, and they have been hit and miss this season. When you look at the two clubs, they're both, in my opinion, underperforming hugely. United, given some of the talent they have, should be much better than what they are, but they just look like a club in transition. They look like they're almost the way we just want the season to finish, to try to start afresh. They look the same to me. They look like they just need the season done, and they can get, it's Ten Hag now, isn't it, who's coming in apparently, and they can start afresh with him and get new ideas. And Rangnick's just a placeholder. They've got some wonderful attacking players, they really have, but they're still not, they're just not convincing United, and it's probably Everton's best opportunity against the Man United side for a few years to try to get something out of it. The flip side of that is Everton are absolutely terrible.
They are like the Waitrose version of us, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are like, there's a lot of the same similar things. They've gone through managers recently, obviously. Not the way we have, but the expectation really high, the demand to do things the right way, but the recruitment, it doesn't validate that, because it's so...
There's no single identity the way there was with Ferguson.
Exactly, and then bringing in someone like Ronaldo, I think, even though he's obviously scored the goals that you expect him to score, I think he's took that identity. The Bruno Fernandes was there. I know he's just signed a new contract, and obviously he'll outlast Ronaldo, obviously, but you're right, you've got players like Pogba, who's going to go at the end of the season, and then you've got other like workman type players like Scott McTominay, who are like have become really important for the team, and yet under like Sir Alex Ferguson, when they were obviously an amazing football team, they'd have players like Scott McTominay, but they weren't important players. They were people who come in, John O'Shea kind of players, like Phil Neville's. They come in and do a job and then go out. Whereas for them, they're like the mainstay. And I think there's so many similarities, except, as I said, they're like they've got better players, but no identity, attitude to the players. You hear, the dressing room doesn't believe he's the right man or that's right, or the split, and it just feels like a lot of the same similarities, except that our players are just really, really crap, and their players are half decent, but have got bad attitudes. And I think that's what gives us a little bit of hope in this game, is that if Everton can get on top of them and can get an early goal, how much are they going to be that arsed? I know, listen, Leicester, I think they went behind to Leicester, didn't they? And obviously got a goal back quickly, but Leicester, it was a very dull game of football. There was nothing in it. Man United weren't making lots of chances. It was, I don't know. Listen, I'm clutching at straws, of course. I'm trying to will Everton to win a game of football. If Everton can stay in the game of football like we did against Newcastle, and maybe grab a chance, 1 or 2 players with Charlison, plays like he did against Burnley, I don't know. I just know that they're not. I'm not as fearful of Manchester United, just because you look at them and think, you're a bit of a mess as well. So the opportunity is there, isn't it, to try and grab 3 points?
Absolutely, it's there. The crowd will make it hostile. The crowd will be up for it. The players will have to respond. We know United, if United click, and they can on any given day, they've got the quality of player, that they can beat us comfortably, of course they can. They're a better side than us. But you're right, they're just, right now, they're not Manchester United that we've been used to. Certainly not the Manchester United, say, 10 years ago. But and the weight, like you said, it's almost like killing time, it feels like. I've done that overlap. Gary Neville's overlap. I was listening to Neville and Keane talking about them, and they were just like, the dressing room's not very good, and there's no identity. I was talking to Adam McCullough, who's obviously United, big United fan. He was just like, there's just nothing there. There's like good players, but it's all, it just feels like they're in a bit of limbo, I think. I think they're ready for the next thing to start.
I think they're ready for like the real thing to start.
Yeah. And I feel like that with Everton. I almost feel like, I know Frank Lampard's made loads of mistakes already, but I feel like the summer gives us a chance to reset. But it's where we reset. Are we in the Premier League? Are we in the Championship? Which sounds crazy to say it. But this represents a game of footy on Saturday where we can fight and battle and scrap and see what we can get. We don't beat Manchester United very often. I think it's one win in 13 games against them, but that win was a 4-0 win when we battered them. But I think they were a much better side then than they are now. You have people like Lukaku playing for them and all that. It's been a bit tighter in recent times at Goodison, albeit they have won as well. So, we've just got to stay in the game, battle and scrap, and hopefully, if we get the opportunity, take our chance when it comes along. But one thing's for sure, Everton won't get anything out the game if the defence continue to make mistakes, because people like Ronaldo won't miss chances. They won't really. Bruno Fernandes won't miss sitters the way other teams have. You cannot give up any space to these at all. It'll be interesting to see how Lampard approaches it.
Yeah, obviously we'll have Alan available. We'll have possibility of Delph being available. Michael Keane will be back.
Yay.
So the squad will get a boost. Seamus probably will be back as well.
Yeah, good.
So there are changes that can be made. John Joe Kenny can be taken out the side. Okay. Alan will come back into the side. Holgate will go down. What about someone like Jared Branthwaite? Do you give him another go?
I'd leave him in. Personally, my back four at the weekend, because you do the starting line so I can do this, would be Coleman at right back. It would be Branthwaite and Keane. And I know. And I'd have Michalenko at left back. Yeah. And I'd have Godfrey in midfield. But I would understand it if he wanted Godfrey at left back. I'd understand that totally, and have those three as like three, and I'd have Seamus at the back. So, but I think Ben Godfrey, I'd have Godfrey, Alan and Decore in midfield, you see, because I think United, because they've got people like Bruno Fernandes, who's fantastic, I think if you can get three men in midfield and try to block off the space there, and then you can almost make it a 5 with Richarlison and Anthony Gordon. And then if Calvert-Lewin's going to play, isn't he? So you'd have him as your target man. And see how that goes. Because I think more than anything, just try to bore the game down. Because United aren't dead creative. They're a bit like us. Try to bore it down a little bit. Bit like we did against City, where we had Man City are an unbelievable football side, and yet when they played us, we didn't really give them anything. In fact, it was a spawny goal that won the game for them. Do the same. Only with United, you'll get opportunities there. So that's how I would approach it. I'd have Ben Godfrey in midfield till the end of the season. I really would.
So it's week 32 of Ultimate Fan, and the packs have just dropped. Let's have a look who I've got. So the free base pack, 3 cards, you get this for free every week just by downloading the Ultimate Fan app. Let's see who I've got. I have got Etibo from Watford. Never heard of him. Jared Bowen from West Ham. That is a really good card. He's in good form. I might use that one. And Hadley from Manchester United. Never heard of him. Never using that card. Because he doesn't play. The gold pack. This is the one you get for $4.99 a month. You get 2 guaranteed gold cards and a silver card, as well as other offers that come up during the month. $4.99 a month. That's who I've got. I have got Tyrone Mings from Aston Villa. I don't think I'll ever use that. I've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That's a great card to have. I believe you get extra points for every time he's on the front page of a magazine. And I've also got Kante from Chelsea. I'm not sure how many points he's going to give you being in midfield, but he is a very, very good player. But I'm not sure how many he's going to give you. There you go. Make sure you click the link in the description to get your Ultimate Fan app if you haven't already. Join the Toffee TV League as well. Check out our socials for that as well. And get playing Ultimate Fan. There's chances to win prize pot of £1,000 every single week. Get involved. It's somewhat ironic, isn't it, that we'll be the third game in 6 days, and yet after this we haven't got a game for a week and a half.
Yeah. But that gives us a chance to get Mina fit for the last 8 games, which could be huge. Could be massive for Everton Football Club to get him back if he can, and it is a big if he could stay fit for those last 8 games. I think we might have half a chance of staying up with him in the side, maybe without him. But Saturday, I've said if this will be the 3rd game I've said it for, but if you can't win it, don't lose it. Just at least put something on the board to try to break it up, because we can't keep losing games. But it is a bit mad, and United fans watching will be like, what, you think you can beat us? But I do think we can get a positive result here, because I just don't feel like they're firing. Normally a Manchester United game, you're going, dead tough this, but the games have tended to be quite tight. They beat us 3-1 last year, and we were in very good form. But even in that, we gifted them.
We went to Old Trafford and got a draw.
Yeah.
Listen, football's about hope, and we are very much at the bottom of the bottle now when it comes to that, what hope we've got left.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of fans will think that Wednesday night was where the last of it's dried up. But there are 9 games left, and we're not in the relegation zone yet. Yeah. We could possibly go in, obviously, this weekend. We're not there quite yet. And while we're not in the relegation zone, going into a game, you've got to have a little bit of hope, haven't you? You've got to have... Listen, we're not going to win a game through being better than another side, I don't think, for the rest of the season. I really don't. I don't see us being better than other sides, but that's not what wins your games. What wins your games is being dogged, being tight.
Barely went better than Everton.
No, putting your body on the line. Wanting to want to win, the want to when someone comes into the box that you're going to make sure you block a shot, or you know what I mean. These are the things, and listen, Everton players haven't been doing that so far, and if they don't start, then we will be relegated. As simple as that, because we will not, in my opinion, outperform anyone this season. Really, I just don't. Maybe the odd game here or there, but. So that's all we've really got at the moment is a little glimmer of hope while we're not in the bottom 3. And it is that thing of like, well, it's still in our hands. But unfortunately, the minute we drop into the bottom 3, then it goes out of our hands. And then, listen, I think we're relying on other people's results as it is.
Relying on them to be poorer than we are.
Yeah, and that's not going to last.
You know what's mad? Since Rangnick took over, only Liverpool and City have lost less than United. That's what's mad. And he's perceived as. I think they've just drawn too many games. Yeah. That's been the problem. Well, let's have a look at Manchester United, how they line up, or how they have been lining up. And it is that the 4-2-3-1. And this might be something that Lampard goes with at the weekend. I personally, I'd play 4-3-3 or a 4-5-1. Really, I'd have, because what I'd do is with Allen and Decore. Allen and Godfrey, which is the 2 I'd have in midfield. You can have Decore breaking as the 3rd and running beyond Dom, but he probably won't do that, which is why it'd be tempted to. Because I think Branthwaite deserves to play. Yeah. And I think he's a proper defender, and maybe he'd have Godfrey at left back, just to have that in there, and Michael Keane. Unless he just keeps the same centre backs, but they've left 3 goals, and I think he will change it. But be interesting to see. And then obviously we've picked out Manchester United's danger man, and it's no surprise, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. 24 appearances, 21 starts, and he's got 12 goals and 3 assists. Averages 3.5 shots a game, well, a bit more than 3.5 shots a game. So we know he's a threat. you give him a chance, it's practically a goal. So you've got to make sure you mark him well, and maybe what he'll do is he'll put Godfrey on him and just try and match him.
Maybe. Be an education.
He is brilliant in the air, so I don't know. I think we've just got to go out, battle, scrap, fight for everything and see what's what.
Absolutely.
Man United haven't won consecutive away games against Everton since 2005-07, which is mad. They beat us last year, of course. But they've beaten Everton 37 times in the Premier League. They've only beat Spurs more.
Everyone beats Everton.
Yeah. They've scored at least once in each of their last 16 away games. Great. I'm looking for any kind of hope here.
Yeah.
No Everton player has scored more home goals this season than Richarlison, who's got 3. Isn't that pathetic? That is absolutely pathetic, isn't it? Yeah, I can't really. I've just looked through it all. I can't find anything. That's
positive.
That can give me any hope, other than to just say that we need to get something out of it. And if the players don't realise it, now they never will. But we've been saying that for about 8 games.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
There you go. Tough game. Differences, they're all tough.
Yeah.
When you crap, they're all tough.
Yeah, that is.
You know, when you look and go,
Put that
oh
on.
my God, we've got to play that team. It's like, yeah, because we're crap, so everyone's tough.
Get that on my mug.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Let us know your thoughts in the comments on this one. Don't forget, download the Ultimate Fan app as well. If you haven't already, big chances to win some money every single week. And join us over on Patreon as well if you want more exclusive videos, daily live videos. The link is in the description and it's on the screen right now. And there's a QR code to scan as well if you're dead techie. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Come on, you Blues.